How fast can I figure this out? Well, let's find out. Ozzy! Oh, nice try, champ. What's up, guys? Just getting everything set up here. Almost done. And there we go. All right. Fletch from Japan. Caden. Waited so long for someone to do something on YouTube. Well, here we go. Ripping anything good? Yeah, we're ripping some good. We're doing a little flashback break. 2019. Just wanted to display the little bow show. Some of my favorite bows. Featuring the newest. Living. The Living Collection bow. The gold, the recent gold acquisition. Gift. That one. Got the action variation. What's up, Peds? How you doing? How's everybody doing? Yeah, we're doing some 2019 today. Got a jam-packed couple of days ahead of us. The living one. This one's alive. It looks like it's alive. It looks like he's alive and having a great time. And you see where they got that from. Yep. They stole that picture. They said, we're going to make an individual card out of just that picture. I didn't realize that until right now, when I just looked down and saw that. It's pretty wild. Didn't know. I always thought these were unique original cards. Guess not. They're good at tricking. You feel like tacos today, Robert? Dude, I was going to go to Taco Bell today because that's my routine when I have to go out and about. Pick up some T-Bell. And the line was out to the road. So I said, no thanks. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to go to Home Depot because we needed a bunch of stuff. They had a line of about 20 people outside the door. Everybody 6 feet apart, just waiting to get in for whoever's allowed next. And I thought to myself, not a chance, not a chance. So I didn't do that. What's on the back of the living? A facsimile autograph. And his major league batting record and fielding record. And a little bit about him. He's 6 feet tall, 185 pounds. Maybe that's why I like him. He's almost exactly my same height and weight. He wasted no time endearing himself to the Toronto Blue Jays fans in his brief debut at the end of 2019. The athletic shortstop produced a gaudy .311 batting average and 11 home runs in merely 196 at-bats. Bichette proved he is a rising star in the league and has the Blue Jays eyeing a speedy turnaround. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So, let's check out what we're going to be doing today. You've never seen what box before? Oh, yeah. I'll show everybody and talk about it. So, it's a nice one. I'm gonna get one graded, I think. I got a handful of them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send at least one away to get graded, maybe more, I don't know. Got a couple of them, but I want to give one away. So I want to save one for something to give away for people. And I want to save one I want to add one to a break. And I want to give it away to one of the lower end teams. So maybe like the Tigers or the Orioles or the Marlins, something like that. I want to just say, like, pick one of those teams. Maybe I'll put them into the randomizer before we start going or something, and just put like the 4 lower tier teams in a randomizer, and whatever team is on the top will get a free one of these in an upcoming break sometime. So that's what I was thinking for one of them. I'll probably auction one of them off, and I'll send one away to get graded for myself, and then maybe a few more to get graded or something. But that's the plan with these. I want to share some of them. Excuse me. So, step back a bit. And let's talk about what we're going to be ripping today. This is the Optic. Man, it doesn't even fit in the screen. It's so big. Talk about a mega box. It's a Donruss Optic mega box. You get 8 packs. You're guaranteed an auto. So that's pretty sweet. Well, it says 1 autograph per box on average. So probably 1. Maybe there's a hot box somewhere that has more than 1. I don't know. Plus you get 2 4-card bonus packs. And these packs have, right here at the top, the Carolina blue and white parallels. So that'd be sweet to get a Vladdy or a Tatis or an Alonso or something cool like that. Never really looked at what's on the back there. But so that's what the Optic box is all about. I think it's pretty cool that you get an auto in one of these. It's gnarly. And what else we got? What else are we doing today? So we're doing that Optic box. What's up, Schlerzy? Deep South? How's it going? We're doing that Optics. We are doing a Clearly for another guaranteed auto. So that makes 2 autos. Did I see what the 2012 Prism cards of Trout are going for? No, I didn't. I imagine like a crazy amount? I don't know. And then, so we got one of these. Just gonna do a little hanger, update hanger. We've got the star of the show is a Bowman's Best, 2019 Bowman's Best. These things are getting out of control price like everything else is. So let's get one in. You get a ton of autographs per box, 4 chrome autographs per box. So that makes 6 guaranteed autos. And we're gonna do a Series 2, 2019 Series 2 blaster. So these are pretty gnarly. Everybody knows what's up with these. Tatis. Big Meat Pete. No number Vladdy. Eloy. All the goods. So I decided, let's just have a little flashback. Back to last year when everything was good. When everything was mwah. You could go to the store, no problem. Go to the card shop. Hang out with card shop guy. Get some knowledge. So that's what's going on with today's break. I want to give a shout out to the Slammers. Tell you how much I appreciate you. I also want to talk about tomorrow's break. We've got a break going on tomorrow. It is going to be a 2019 Bowman Draft Super Jumbo 5. That's right, 5. Guaranteed on card Chrome Prospect Autos. Then following tomorrow's break, and there's still a few spots left in that. Following tomorrow's break, going to do an auction. So I made a video yesterday showing the auction cards. And we can roll through a few of them now while we're just sitting here hanging out. Got them sitting here. Yeah, it's going to be really fun. In order to get in on the auction, you got to be a subscriber to Stryker Breaks. It's free. It's just so I know that you're real. Because we had a few problems during the last auction with knuckleheads bidding and then just being like, oh, I'm just kidding, which that's bound to happen. They just get banned for life immediately. No problem. Never see you again. Bye-bye. And then a couple of people didn't pay. So it's like, okay, well, if you're serious, just go to strikerbreaks.com and put in your info so I know you're for real. That way I can check. But anyway, let's just check out a few of them. Most people paid, and it was all good. So we got this little Pete relic, and all these cards pretty much are cards that I actually pulled out of packs on the channel. I'd love to do that, or at least showed off on the channel. Cards that I bought and I showed off on the channel, which is most of my collection. I mean, you guys are part of this. You're right here, right in here with it. So I thought it would be fun. And plus I get emails all the time from people being like, hey, is that card for sale? People want to buy the cards that I pull every time. Every time I do a break, I get emails about, like a PC break, I get emails about certain cards. So it's like, you know what? I'll just do an auction, and that way you guys can bid on them, because there's always multiple people that want it. So we got that Pete. This is a cool one, the Ohtani canvas. The Nola eyeball card, number to 25. Got the mini Pujols, number to 100. Got the Devers chrome box topper, number to 150. Clayton Claus, All-Star, game-worn, event-worn memorabilia. Look at him. Which reminds me, tonight will be the triumphant return of one Clayton Claus bringing good luck. Old Billy Ripken, I sent him back into the dungeon where he belongs. He was never as good as his brother or his dad, so we're sending him right back to the dungeon. Got a little two-carder, Trout and Ohtani. That Nelson Cruz I recently pulled. This is a short print. Pedro, missing nameplate. SP, so it's the double whammy. That's a pretty sweet one. Got a little Chris Sale. Relic. Game used from 2019 Allen and Ginter. And the Bobby Abreu. This is a sweet one. It's only available through the Vladdy X. Topps X Vladdy. And this was my hit. Now it can be yours. And the Don Mattingly rookie. I think I said it was a second-year card. That's actually his rookie. My bad. Believe it or not, I don't know every single thing about baseball cards. It's a constant learning process. Always learning. Every day, learn something else. Like, this is before... I was 2 years old. So, I don't know about a lot of cards from, the 80s and before. I didn't start collecting till like 89. So... But yeah, that'll be on the market. That's the legit one. We got a Jeter Beam Team. I love these cards, man. The 2019 Beam Team looks really cool. I like the throwback design to the original Beam Team style. And this Ken Griffey Jr. stamp. Most of these cards are cards that I got multiple comments on through email and messages. That's numbered to 150. I think this was either Update or Series 2. I can't remember what one. And then a Garrett Cole perp, numbered to 250. Got the Posey, numbered to 28. It's a gold variation relic of the Prime patch. Mega patch. Got the Grandal short print. That's from Update. And the card that everybody was looking for, the Alfaro. Numbered to 18, on-card auto. Topps Archive Signature Series. I did not shoot it, much to everybody's chagrin. And the Black Bow. It's a sweet card. That one's numbered to 199. Got the Cal Ripken Jr. This is 83 Topps. That's the legit one. It's the real 83 Topps. The Ichiro. So this little guy right here has been sitting in my collection for a while, and it was in a spot that I forgot about. And I was just looking through my cards, and I found it. I'm like, no way. Totally forgot I had an Ichiro. Game used memorabilia. So that's 2019 Allen and Ginter mini framed relic. And then a lot of people were asking for Rowdy. I'm just going to let him sit over here on the side during the auction, and if anybody wants a Rowdy auto, maybe, just maybe, I'll throw it in there. But this is a piece of history. Another Rowdy auto. It's part of the song. It's part of the Kikuchi song. Oh, Luke. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for becoming a hitter. Yeah, you can hit that join button below. It's only $1.99. You can become a channel member. You get your name highlighted in green. You get some unique little emojis to use and all that good stuff. All right, are you guys ready? If you're ready, then I'm ready. Let's get to rolling. What's up, Mark? Have you ever had more than one of a card numbered to less than 100? No, sir, I have not. William loves the Alfaro. Let's go! All right. Shy City, what's happening, brother? A computer! What is this wizardry you speak of? What is this magical box before me? What does it do? Does it cast spells in the lair, in the realm? Does it calculate all of your calculation needs? All right, come on, you can highlight. There you go. We're gonna do the teams first, as is tradition. 3, count them, 3 randomizations. Bobzilla, how's it going? There's 1. There's 2 and 3. Looks like we have the Angels leading off today. That's a good luck sign. Maybe we'll see Mr. Trout swimming about. Boom. Now for the buy-ins. If anybody has any questions about the auction, you can either email me about it or check out the homepage. There will be some instructions on the homepage of the website, StrykerBreaks.com. It's really simple. You just put your bid in the chat. Want to bid $2? Put a 2. If you're the first one that bids 2, then you have the high bid. And then you pay with PayPal at the end. So you end up emailing me, let me know what cards you won, and then I'll give you an invoice, and we go from there. It's really easy. It's really fun. Everybody had a blast last time. Okay, we're going to roll. Here we go. 3 times. 3. 1. 2. And 3. Kevin M. Leading off, got the Angels. Okay, you guys ready? Here's your teams. Diamondbacks, Stump, Braves, Kenny D, Orioles, Mark B, Red Sox, Chris K, Cubs, Robert H, White Sox, Robert T, Reds, Brandon K, Indians, Zach B, Rockies, Stump, Tigers, Chad P, Astros, Corey G, Royals, Luke B, Angels, Kevin M, Dodgers, Chris H, Marlins, Jermaine, Brewers, Josh J, Twins, B-Back, Mets, Jermaine, Yankees, Robert T, Athletics, Mark B, Phillies, Zach B, Pirates, Jermaine, Padres, Joel D, Giants, Robert H, Mariners, Zach B, Cardinals, Dustin D, Rays, Chad P, Rangers, Pat R, Jays, Dustin D, and Nationals, Robert T. Good luck and let's go! I'm going to drop that link down below for y'all. Whoa, watch out. And as soon as these breaks fill up, I'm putting the link on the website, on the homepage of the website, so you guys can check. Make sure you're in the break before we get rolling. That'll save us a lot of problems in case I mess something up, which sometimes happens. It's rare. I try to get it right. I learn. I'm always learning. There's that break link right there. Check it out so you can see your teams. And one more link. There we go. That's for the Patreon. If you want to become a slammer, more slammers joining every day. You guys are the best. That's how you get quick and easy access to the breaks. Oh yeah, Mama Gretch gonna let us loose soon? Daddy Stryker don't listen to Mama Gretch. Daddy Stryker is his own man who will not be told what to do by anyone. And if they try, they can try. They will not succeed. But I know what you're saying. And that 6 was just a glitch. Okay. 3 is a magic number, isn't it? Alright, let me go print this off. I gotta print this off, so I can have my own copy. And hopefully we pull some sweet rookies today. Now that Clayton Claus is back in the house, I'll flip him upside down. That's how he belongs. There we go. That's what's happening today. That and more. Clayton Claus is going to throw some heat today. Let me tell you. And you know what? He's going to get some swings and misses on his breaking stuff. For once. Because the Astros are not banging on trash cans to acknowledge when the breaking balls are coming. So he's going to get some swings and misses today. But that's not a bad thing. A strikeout for Clayton Claus equals a banger for the slammers and the hitters. All right, what do you guys want to start out with? I'm going to put it in your hands. I'm going to put the luck in your hands as well. Not only do we use Bud Selig's ridiculous hairpiece to sweep away the bad luck and Clayton Claus to bring us presents, but you, the people, get to choose what we're going to open first. If you weren't here at the beginning, here are our choices. We've got a box of Clearly. We got the box, the mega box of Optic with a guaranteed auto. We've got a hanger box, 2019 update. A blaster of 2019 Series 2. And the star of the show, Bowman's Best. 4 on-card autos. We've got a couple optic votes. Cade wants it clearly. What's up, Jermaine? Jermaine wants authentic. Is this your first break, Jermaine? With us, at least? Oh, clearly. BMAC talking clearly. Speaking clearly! Muskrat also speaking clearly. Scott wants the update. We've got a couple of votes for clearly. We've got some optic. It's looking like optic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to close the voting very soon. Well, congratulations, Jermaine, and good luck, my friend. Wishing you nothing but the best. Okay, I'm going to close it. It's looking like optic. Optic it is going to be optic. Okay. And we'll do clearly next. Optic, then clearly. I can't wait to see what's in this optic, because I've never seen these either. Never ripped one. And man, we opened some optic last year, didn't we? That was fun. It was a good value. It is a good value. Paul Rudd. A lot of people say I sound like a lot of people. I've gotten a... Oh, that's a pretty nice one. I've gotten people think I sound like Dr. Disrespect. People compared me to John Boy, both of whom I had never heard of before they compared me to that, so I had to go look them up. And I like them both now. I watch them both. I think they're pretty sweet. All right, so here's our specials, our little fancy packs. Let's do the trick. Sweep, 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 sweep. And the soak. Not the Provo soak, the Clayton soak. All you Mormons, you get it. I'm going to get a stand ready. I'm going to get 2 stands ready. I'm hoping we get 2 standable cards out of this. Yeah, Cade, I was in the same boat as you, which I'm going to take my time with this break today because I want to. So feel free to chime in with the chit chat. But yeah, Cade, I was on the same boat as you. I didn't like the Panini stuff. I couldn't even look at it. I remember buying a box of Diamond Kings last year or 2 years ago or something and being like, I mean, I ended up getting an Al Kaline autograph to 3 out of it, so that made me think it was pretty sweet, but it's grown on me, and now I don't care that much because I see the point. I see what they offer. Like before, I couldn't get past the lack of the logo up on the helmet, the team name. I couldn't get past that, and it's still tough, but now I realize that there's just an intrinsic value, like a bigger value here. Not every card, and they're worth less. Like the ceiling is worth less, but you get a lot more overall as far as dollar per auto, dollar per everything. And one thing that helped me come to that realization was when I started plugging in the numbers into the spreadsheet, and I came up with the top 10 list for last year, and I just made a whole bunch of categories, a whole bunch of different categories, and assigned values to each of the categories and numbers. And then I could see that, like, oh wow, actually this Panini stuff has some good value to it. So I've changed my mind. I mean, it's not my favorite thing. I prefer, as far as like the optic shininess goes, I like Topps Chrome better, but you're gonna pay a lot more for it. So not everybody's rich. And we got a Tatis rated rookie. So, who is the lucky man that got the Padres? That's Joel. Congratulations, Joel. Let me find my penny sleeves here. There we go. Yeah, the normal Donruss last year I didn't even dabble in. Did not dabble in the regular Donruss last year, so I can't really speak to how good or bad that was. But I can tell you that Chronicles was fire, Optic was fire, and a lot of people like Prism from last year. So, and actually Diamond Kings is always pretty good. I like Diamond Kings. They have some really cool stuff in there that you can get. Okay, here's our first no, is that a Prism? That is a Prism. Eugenio Suarez. His face looks really funny there. He's got kind of like a chipmunk cheek. All card shit, Chris. And good luck on your first break. Thanks for joining. All card ship. Optic has a centering problem. Really? I'll have to take note. I'm not seeing it so far, but no ma. Another Prism. That one's going to Pat. One thing they do have a problem with is the bend. The cards are a little bendy, but Chrome cards, Prism cards, they all kind of do that. Just comes with the territory. Here's our auto. Who is that? Shane Bieber. The Biebs. Okay, so there's our auto out of here. That is going to Zach B. Zach's got the Indians. Pretty nice. Can't wait till baseball starts back up. It's getting a little out of control, and I'm thinking that people need to start voicing their demand for baseball. If you want baseball back, just start screaming it from a mountaintop until people listen and hear. Enough of this. Enough of the whole thing. We want baseball. We want it now. That's what you got to do. That's a cool insert. The Illusions. Trevor Story. Topps Chrome, 2010 Topps Chrome has an insane bend to it. Muskrat, loving the Red Sox. Yeah, if you guys, I haven't done a PC break since, well, I guess I do them all the time, but not like a big box or anything. I do packs here and there, but if you guys see any cards out of the PC breaks, shoot me an email. And as long as it's not somebody that I collect heavily, I'm willing to put them in an auction depending on some factors. All right, we got a Mookie and a Bryce. Now the two fancy packs. Bonus pack. The voice of the voiceless. Well, I kinda am. Who do you want me to scream at? I'll go do some screaming. Here we go. We got a Paul Goldschmidt. These cards are very cool. I didn't know they were all shiny. Prisms. They're all prisms. That's sweet. Got the Chapman and the Darwinzon. Wouldn't be complete without a Darwinzon rated rookie. Come on, let's get something big. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to do a video on the Bowman first. I will, like, as soon as I get them, I'm going to just open some for myself, and I'll make a video about that. I'll upload it, and then I'll start sprinkling some into breaks. That's my plan. There's a Bryce All-Star and a Michael Perez. So, nothing too crazy out of those packs. But we at least got a Tatis rated rookie and an autograph. Got the beeps. So that's a good start. Next up, we've got the Clearly Authentic. Let me find a good... Let's use Joe iPhone to cover the card before you get to see it. Okay, and I have to do the on top of the box sweep and luck. How many Bowman first packs? I got plenty. I was able to get them all 3 days. And I'll buy more if I have to. I'm thinking about buying some more, actually. Because, I mean, we want new, right? I want new. You want new. Everybody wants new cards. So I might just have to go buy some more, like a bunch of them. So we can keep doing breaks. Does that sound like something you guys would be willing to do? Are you interested in crushing the Bowman first edition? If so, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't care about it at all, put a 2. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Oh, I'm thinking we're gonna get. How about an Eloy out of here? Something like that. Maybe a Pete. Brandon cares not. Robert loves it. Jermaine wants it. What's up, G-Force? Thanks, appreciate that. Okay, so we got some 1s. I found that some people just aren't into the really early stuff. They want the established MLB players as far as baseball cards go. And I'm a Bowman guy, so I like to kind of just feel out what everybody else likes. You know, it's not about me, it's about you guys. So the more you want something and like something, the more of it I'll buy for breaks. I just want stuff that's good value that everybody likes. Astudio time? Oh, Christopher, that would be amazing. How is Topps able to release these Bowman first now? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this was planned all along to do these cards. Okay, so they already had it ready to go, and that maybe they were planning on releasing them after the regular Bowman cards, or maybe before. I don't know which, but this had to be already in the works. And since it was already almost ready to go, then they either waited a little bit longer to release it or did it earlier. Something tells me they did it a little sooner than they planned, but I don't know. I'm just speculating. Got a Marte first Bowman. That's a good one. He's a stud. Haha, you can't see who it is, can you? What have you missed? A Fernando Tatis Jr. rated rookie out of a Optic Mega Box, and a Shane Bieber autograph out of that very same Mega. Now you're about to see an encased auto from Clearly Authentic. Let us get our guesses in. Okay, so it's the 84 design. And there's a red, it appears to be a B or a D. What is that? Is that a B? Oh, it's it's Kansas City. Okay, that's Kansas City. Who is that? That's a R. Okay, so it's a Royal. Well, so it's probably either a Mondesi. Oh, it might be an O'Hearn. It's a Witt. It's a Witt. Witt Merrifield. Going to Luke B. Pretty sweet looking card. Groovy. Congratulations, Luke. Thank God it wasn't O'Hearn. All right. We say we dabble in some update. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be George Brett at first. I didn't know if he was in this checklist, though. Come on, Clayton. Oh, this has got to work. Clayton on the cover. Clayton bringing luck and gravy. It's got to work. Let's do it. Topps online exclusives can be tricky and shoddy. Yeah. Well, you just got to know the tricks. I thought I would be nice and share the tricks with everybody. Some people didn't appreciate it, though. It's like, okay, I guess I won't share any tricks or knowledge or anything with anybody anymore. Of course, I still will. But it's like, to those people who are like, have a problem with me giving out free information and free knowledge to people, what's your problem, man? Yeah, I get it. People don't do that. That's what makes me different. It's not a smart, like if you're only in it for the money, you wouldn't give away that information, would you? The production numbers, the value numbers, how to score packs online. It's just from me to you. And anything else I can think of along the way to try to help you guys out, inform. It's all about informing, dealing out knowledge for free. That's what I'm all about. All right, here we go. Romba! We made it through the winter. It was beautiful today. I just want to lay outside in the sun. Yeah, I know that, but that happens. You know, YouTube pushes the page on people. It's just, there's so many gammas out there that it's inevitable to get people that don't value or respect what you do. It's inevitable. Just people are gammas. They're gamma males mostly. They're just must be nice kind of guys, and it's like, okay, banned for life. There's a sweet one, Biggio. Going to the Blue Jays. Dustin. What else we got here? Got a Yaz. Floyd Fan with the super chat. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Super chats always welcome and appreciated. My man. Yeah, we had some gammas, Roan Bear. Just talking about the gammas a little bit. The people that don't appreciate anything and just bitch no matter what you do. Like, here's a bunch of free information out of the bottom of my heart, and they bitch about it. It's like, okay, banned. There's the best card that you can possibly pull. It looks so funny. Doesn't it look like bug eyes right there? You can see like the net or something behind them. I never noticed that before. Not good, Scott. No, I checked today. Did not come. But that's okay because, you know, the mail's taking a long time. It'll get here. Duplantier with his sexy specs. You just picked up the camo Biggio Bichette like father like son. Oh, that's sweet, Dave. You ran over a squirrel? I ran over a squirrel yesterday too. Swear to God. It just ran right in front of my car while I was going 60. Nothing I could do. Dead. Survival of the fittest. He will no longer have any offspring who are stupid enough to run into the middle of the road right in front of a car. Keston stock is rising. It should be. He's awesome. All right. What do we got here? Oh, that's an all-star game. Okay, we got the Ken Griffey Jr. Cincinnati Red Stockings. Going to Brandon K. We got a Hunter Pence 150 stamp. One's going to Pat. You got an Alfaro printing plate off eBay the other day? You love that Alfaro, don't you? Carter rookie. Nolan Ryan, perennial all-star. Alex Bregman. Oh, look at this pleasant little surprise. What a magnificent hanger box. So this little number right here is numbered to 150. So we got a 150 stamp, and we got a numbered 150. Not bad. And a Biggio and a Yaz. And a couple other jewels. Let's see if there's anybody else hiding in here. Yeah. Yeah, that does look sweet. You had a flyover by the Air Force jets. Yeah, I heard what is it? Chinook helicopter? The ones with the dual blades flying over this morning early, real loud. Kind of made me nervous. I was like, what's going on? There's a trout. House was shaking, I bet. Can you imagine being like in the Middle East, getting bombed by America nonstop? How scary that would be. Like it's scary when like our good guys are just flying overhead and your house shakes a little bit. Can you imagine just getting bombed for 20 years straight? I mean, I guess after the first, I don't know, let's just say the first year, you'd get used to it, maybe. Cuomo visited Michigan. Gross. He's probably carrying cooties with him. Got a Paddock rookie debut. And a Josh Van Meter. Another underrated guy. He did pretty well last year, Van Meter. Fell off, ended up with a 260 average, but I'm pretty sure he was hitting around 300 for a while. Nice little utility dude. Yeah, you get numb to it. You get numb to anything, pretty much. I mean, I bet you if you got whipped every single day, probably by like the 30th day, you'd be like, all right, give me my whipping. Let's get this over with. Just like in high school, remember the chemistry class, that nasty puke smell? like the first couple days, it was so nasty smelling that you could barely tolerate it. And then after, a few days, you couldn't even smell it anymore. All right. A decent little update. Hanger pack. Hanger box. Whipping. Whoopsh, whoopsh. No, I am not sadistic. Is that sadistic or masochistic? When you like to get beat. Whatever that one is. That's not me. Neither of them. Or like your own farts. Or if you live next to the train tracks. That's another one of them. Like at first, it really bothers you. You start thinking like, why did I move here? They tricked me. And then after a while, you don't even hear the train anymore. Oh yeah, I guess we're doing this. Guess we're doing the series 2. Do your thing, Clayton. We need a big banger here. Come on. Yeah, I lived near some tracks too, and that's what it was for me. At first, and it wasn't that near, but it was near enough where I could hear them, like every single day, multiple times a day. But then after a little while, I just stopped hearing them altogether. That's right, Peds. Oh. Jamie, base housing on Air Force Base, lived in Ramstein, Germany during the Gulf War. 24 hours of planes. How long did it take for you to stop, like, really hearing that every single second? Did you get used to it? Or were you always hearing it? Well, I did live next to him in Lapeer. 24 going south from Lapeer. Well, it's like right in the middle of town, actually. There we go. Gary V. Gary V's top entrepreneurs in baseball. Derek Jeter. I don't know what CSS. I mean, there's only one train track. It just goes through the town. I don't know. There's only one. I lived kind of downtown. And the Mookie, the special Mookie. Got a Will Myers. And Jason Castro. Card looks like an SP, but it is not. Father's Day Blue Tatis. Whoa. I don't know what I'd do. I think I'd just cancel the show. Just turn the camera off. Call it quits forever. You guys never hear from me again. Just kidding. Something? What is that? Is that a blue something? That is a blue something. We did get a blue something. And a Camargo. Whatever happened to Camargo, man? He was one of the top guys coming up. Just kind of faded away with all the other awesome Braves players stealing the spotlight. It is an Ozzie Smith, the blue. That's sweet. Is that not numbered? Seems like that should be numbered. Either way, that's gnarly. Going to Dustin. It's like right at the spot where I can't. There. What you think about that? Yeah, they're not numbered, but that doesn't mean they're not rare. It's one of the pieces of insight card shop guy gave me. He's like, it doesn't matter if they're numbered or not. Like the short prints, they're not numbered. Some of these parallels aren't numbered, but they're still very low production. Got a Nolan Ryan franchise feats. You wanted to get a Cody Bellinger around 4 weeks ago. Was trying to get a hobby box for under $100. Now the prices are outrageous. Bellinger rookie, $50. People are, yeah, well, it's not that, dude. It's just simple supply and demand. And you have to, like, no matter what you're in the card game for, whether you're just in it to collect or whatever, it costs money. So if you buy a lot of cards and you aren't a rich man, then you have to be able to like sell some of your cards or try to make some kind of money back off of it so you can stay in the hobby and stay engaged and keep buying new stuff. Now, if you've got tons of money, you don't have to. But if you're an average Joe who just trying to make ends meet, but you love collecting and love cards, you got to try to make a couple bucks somewhere, else you're not going to be able to be in the hobby anymore. So, like, don't resent people for trying to make money off the hobby, or else nobody will be in the hobby anymore. Like, that's part of it. Whether or not you like it or not, it is part of it. It's like, if I didn't sell some of these cards, I wouldn't be able to open any more cards. I'm not a wealthy man. And that goes for a lot of people. Like, it's nice to be able to get a box of cards for Christmas that you didn't have to pay for or something like that, but the Ohtani Cup, it's a sweet one. Buying, selling, trading, it's all part of the game. And it's, supply and demand is a real thing. The supply has dwindled down drastically. I've talked to different people, and like, dude, I talked to so many people, you guys, like from all walks of life, all over in the hobby, different people, distributors, small card shop owners, online retailers, average people that do auctions and sell cards, and just I talk to everybody. The supply has dwindled down to the point where, yeah, boxes are expensive now because there's not that many of them. So it's like the price goes up as the supply goes down. Basic economics, you can't get around it. It's like, yeah, I know there's only 10 of these boxes in the world and everybody wants them. I'm going to sell it for the same price as when it came out. That's not how it works. It's not how this game works. Like, all the stuff, man, the reason why the breaks are getting smaller and smaller is because I can't get this stuff. Like, it's so expensive now. Like, wait, a box of 2019 Bowman Draft Super Jumbo is now $610. Yeah. So it's just the way it is. Yeah, high demand, no supply. Very little supply. Which is why those Bowman first edition cards, part of the reason why those Bowman first edition cards are just crazy. People are freaking out over them. Like, literally freaking out. Like, I don't know. There's a very high demand for those cards. And if you were able to get some of them, they're worth now, like, as soon as you bought them, they're worth twice as much. And it'll only go up. If you want, like, if you hold on to some of those packs and you don't open them, they will go up. Because people are going to be ripping them like crazy. and there just won't be it. People are going to want to rip more and more, and the value will be high, and like it's going to have special first cards for people. And just look, like you can go in the past and look at some of these special cards that came out that were expensive, and then maybe you said to yourself, I'm just going to skip this, man, they're too expensive. And then a couple years down the road, you look back and you see that they're worth an insane amount of money, because they're, you know, the people who actually bit the bullet and bought the more expensive versions of the card, you know, they did the smart thing as far as the investment goes. And like, you remember when Topps Finest first came out in like 93 or whatever it was, like way long ago, they got to the point where they were outrageously expensive and you could hardly afford them anymore. Well, now look at how much they're worth. They're like some of the most coveted baseball cards, and cards period, at basketball as well, that you can get. And you're probably, if you had a chance to get them back then, you probably kick yourself every day for not getting them at a lesser price. Try to find an unopened box of like 93 Finest or whatever the year was that they came out. Try to find an unopened box of those for a reasonable price. It's not going to happen. We got the bow. Yeah, it's $610 for a super jumbo box right now. That bow going to Luke. Luke's got some cards. And we got another one of these numbered greatest players to 299, Billy Williams. Robert H. gets that one. Man, we got so lucky with these already. Let me put this on. I gotta put these ones on the stands because these are worthy. Numbered cards that you don't expect to get. The Dwight. And the Billy. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, Brandon, is especially with these Bowman first edition, is we know how many they printed. And it's not that many. So every single person that opens a pack, that number's going down, 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 down. And don't you think that the Breakers didn't get a hold of some of this stuff, because Breakers got a lot of it. So average Joe, you know, might not have got their share. And they're going to be breaking and ripping and breaking and ripping. And then the quantity that is in stock is going to go down, and the demand's going to go up just like everything else. So right off the bat, they were selling those packs for like $60. And then they start dropping. There's a race to the bottom. This is what usually happens with cards, especially the ones that you can get online only. Right away, the first people to get them will list them on eBay, and they'll list them for an outrageous price. And inevitably, the people who missed out will buy some of those up, right? And then as more and more people end up getting like their order confirmation, and this is all on the same day usually, so like say I get some of these Bowman first cards. I didn't list any, but if I were to go online, I looked online to see what they were going for right off the bat. If I were to list them, they're like $50-$60 a pack. Well, I'd go, okay, well, I'll list mine for $59 a pack. And then the next guy comes and he says, well, I'm going to list it for $58. And it goes all the way, that's a race to the bottom. And eventually you get down to like $28. You know, people aren't going to lose money on it. There's going to be a floor where people are going to say, if I don't get at least this much, then I'm holding on to them. And that number is like $28, because they can still make a little money after eBay fees, just a little bit of money for their time. Because it did take a lot of time sitting at that computer. I spent like 10 hours sitting at a computer, hitting refresh, enter, refresh, enter. So what's my time worth? You know, it's worth something. So like everybody feels that way. Everybody feels like their time is worth something and that they went through a hassle. And so there is a floor to those. And then from there, as they dwindle, the same thing happened with 2019 Topps Chrome Update. Whoever could find them bought them all up, and then they realized that there were way more of these products, way more of these boxes in production, and the market was flooded for a while. And then now we're however many months away, like 6 months out from that, and the quantity has dwindled a little bit, and the price of the cards, the individual cards, has kind of gone up because of the rookies you could get out of there and things like that. So now they're right back at like twice as much as you would pay in the retail store, somewhere around there. Now, it's not the greatest product, so they're not going to get too crazy expensive unless something happens with one of those rookies. You know, one of the lower end rookies end up being really good or something that we didn't think about as much. Maybe like a Senzel or a Kieboom. But Keston, you know, is in there. So that's the game. That's how it works. Home run. Too bad. It is no longer valid, but it's an Alex Bregman. It's funny, Joe. We got a Machado. All-star. I'd like to see a short print out of here. We need to get a Tatis or a Vladdy or a Pete or an Eloy or something like that. Yeah, we need to get like a rainbow or a gold foil. Rainbow foil or a gold. You know what I mean. This card would be so much better if Astudillo was clearly visible. Like instead of the Twin Stadium, which is beautiful, just a giant face of Astudillo right there. That would make this card so much better. Eric Fetty. Stamp. And a Mookie. Yeah, there's an awful lot of hype for Mr. Robert. But, you know, I think that's going to be good for the rookies being able to, like, whatever is happening here, it might be good for the rookies because their pressure and their stress level, you know, when you first get called up, you're a huge name rookie. You have all the pressure in the world, all the stress in the world. Like, a lot of times, even Acuna didn't do that great when he first came up, you know, but eventually you calm down. So maybe the layoff will help some of the rookies to just be on that floor where there's not all the pressure. It certainly helped the Astros with all their nonsense. And you guys saw that the Red Sox got their punishment dealt out for their part in the cheating video replay thing. They just brushed the whole Red Sox part of it under the rug. Like it wasn't even a big deal. What happens when baseball goes bankrupt? It won't. If baseball was on the verge of going bankrupt, they would just start playing. They would say they wouldn't care about any of these recommendations from the government, because that's all they are, you guys, recommendations. They would just say, okay, we see your recommendation and we're playing baseball. So they're not even close to being bankrupt. You don't have to worry about that. We got a franchise feat. George Brett. Oh yeah, that's right, Rome Bear. Wander has something to say about that. About the next Mike Trout talk. I don't know that there is a next Mike Trout. Sounds kind of weird, but I mean, certain players have comps. You know, you can compare certain players based on statistics or style, position, size, home runs, you know, just things like that. But Trout is such a unique, like, what kind of mold would you have to be in? Like the Mike Trout mold, what would that be even? He's such a low-key, quiet, like good guy, who just goes out there and crushes, who quietly just kind of snuck his way up and just immediately started crushing. He does it all, and you don't really hear about it. You know, baseball people obviously know about him and covet his cards. Baseball people covet his cards and his autographs, things like that, but he's so quiet that it's like, by saying, if you mean the next best player, that's one thing. But if you mean the next Mike Trout, I don't even know that there will ever be the next Mike Trout. It's like the next Mickey Mantle, the next Babe Ruth, there's so many unique, iconic players that there is no the next of that guy. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he's the next Pete Alonso. Well, there is no the next polar bear. There's no the next Big Meat Pete, you know? He is this unique character that came along in our lives, and there's never going to be another one like him. There'll be a different player. Like Robert and Wander, they're going to be unique. They're going to be their own entities in this world, and maybe we'll compare them to some other great players if they end up being good, because you never know in baseball, you know? Could be the next Dansby Swanson or whatever, whoever ends up, the 8 million other busts that came around. I mean, Dansby's not a bust, but you know what I mean. He was touted as like a superstar, and he's a good player, but it takes something special. Another Ken Griffey Jr., yeah, okay, that's a good example that we could talk about. In my eyes, the next Ken Griffey Jr. would be Vladdy. And that's not even close to being the next Ken Griffey Jr., right? But I consider it because of the father-son kind of comparison. Power, a lot of power. Got that big butt with all the power in it, you know, sticking out there. Like, I don't know, just young, very young. So that's what I'm thinking. Home run power, father-son duo, very young, coming into the league with tons of hype. But there is no, like, who's the next Jordan? You know, they tried to say that about so many people. Oh, Kobe Bryant, the next Michael Jordan. Oh, LeBron James, the next Michael Jordan. No, there's never going to be another next Michael Jordan. You can compare greatness, but they're too unique. Human beings are too unique. Comps are fun, but just like Tatis, you know, there's no one like him. Different eras, different, yeah, there's so, because that's the thing, is there's so many different factors. Rules change. The time itself changes. The media changes. The collectability changes. The money changes. The currency itself changes. Reality itself changes. The way we can enjoy a sport changes. Like, it used to be you had to go to the game or listen to it on the radio, then you could watch it on TV. And now you don't even need to go to a game anymore, because your big screen and your TV and your surround sound, and you got everything you need at home. It's like, why even go to a game? So everything changes. Got Carl Yastrzemski going to Chris K. And like, the rules of the game change. Like, there's replays now, so everything's out the window. Like a pitcher or a position player or a batter or like, there's ways to exploit rules now. So for example, in the NBA, James Harden figured out how to exploit the rules. He figured out how to draw a foul on every play, pretty much. And to just chuck up a three and draw a foul. Like, he's the best. And there's no other player that's ever done that before he kind of perfected it. I mean, like Kobe was pretty good at it. Allen Iverson was good at drawing fouls. Like certain players are good at drawing fouls, but he kind of came up with his own way of doing it, an unstoppable way of doing it. And that, you know, the rules have changed. There's instant replays, and there's, you know, they can look at charges differently. And as soon as which, you know, it's inevitable, but as soon as they basically take away the umpire's ability to call balls and strikes, and there's just that box, there's just a box in there that does balls and strikes, because it will happen, whether we like it or not. Once that happens, the pitchers will be able to exploit it. And we might have, you know, there's going to be some rule changes where they change the size of the square depending on the players. There's going to be a period of uncertainty. And the pitchers are going to figure out how to just barely skim the corner of that box and get a strike called. And it's going to be really hard to hit a ball. Because right now, and for all of baseball before that, you kind of have to know the umpire. All the umpires have different strike zones. You have to know how to exploit each umpire and their tendencies, and that's a whole nother part of the game. As soon as that goes away, it's going to be a whole nother era, whole nother different, and it's going to be, oh man, he's the next Clayton Kershaw. It's like, no, there is no way now that everything's changed to have another Clayton Kershaw. There's no way to have another Nolan Ryan or a big, you know, we can say like AJ Puck is the next Randy Johnson because he's a big old lefty. He looks like you know, he's got that heat. But there's no big unit 2.0. All right, what do we got left? This is fun. I'm having fun talking about baseball. How about we bill hook this? Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say it's never going to happen, but I think you know deep in your heart that it will happen. Technology will overtake all of the sports in one way or another. They already started doing replays. People said that there would never be replays in baseball. Well, that's already here and used and abused already. How about the what else? Like when the second baseman used to be able to, or the shortstop, whoever's running the double play, used to just be able to be in the area and they'd call it a double play. I hated that for years. I always hated that. Like, he did not touch second. And now, with the replays, you have to touch second. So it went from you were getting in trouble for sliding in to the second baseman. Okay, so it was players are getting injured. We got to stop them from sliding in to second and taking people's legs out. So, you know, they changed that rule a little bit. And then it went to, okay, well, the whole reason why there was the in the area rule where you could just get a double play if you're in the area was because they were sliding into second. So now that there's replay, they can't do that anymore. So they actually have to go on second base, and you can't even be anywhere near sliding into somebody. That's changed a lot about the game, but they're implementing so many changes every year, more changes. The sport might become something that we don't recognize eventually. Just something to talk about, think about. Okay, let's get to this. I'm really talkative tonight because it's a smaller break. I'm having a good time. Oh, yeah. Slide in a second, take somebody out, man. The Ty Cobb special. Oh, love it. How about just straight tackling the catcher when you're going into home? It's like, here we go, we're going to have a collision. Remember how fun that used to be? Like, here we go, it's going to happen. Boom! And then there's just like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Just boom! And that was like one of the greatest plays in baseball. And then Buster Posey breaks his leg. Yep, guess we can't have fun anymore. I love the way they do the 2 boxes. It makes it feel like there's so much more bang for your buck, I guess. You saw a guy pull a Ty Cobb spike in Panini Flawless. Wow. That's like a dream card for me. Ty Cobb memorabilia, any kind of Ty Cobb memorabilia would be like, that would be on the bucket list to acquire. A Ty Cobb spike, wow. Just thinking about it. Just greases me up. I can't find my blade. Oh, there it is. Yeah, imagine crashing into Astudio. He'd just go right inside his turtle shell. And whoever is running into home had no chance. Yeah, Glenn, we're back to Kershaw. Billy got fired. He was exposed. He was fully exposed. You guys remember the video I made? The stress test of these Bowman boxes? If you never saw the video I made stress testing these Bowman boxes, you got to go back and find it. I gave it a thorough beating with a wiffle ball bat, like a small one, and then a golf club, and then the bill hook, and then I threw one out of a moving car going 60 miles per hour. And all the cards inside, well, you'll have to go and watch the video. They can take a beating, let me tell you. Oh, you got a Ty Cobb bat relic. Wow. Yeah, I ran over one too. I ran it over with my car, both wheels, front and back. All right. Corbin Carroll. One of my favorite up-and-coming young studs. And the Laser. Laser Ramon. This one's going to the A's. Who got the A's today? Mark B got the A's, and he got his very own Laser. Oh, why? Why? Oh, I forget all the 2019 stuff is loaded. Loaded with this guy. At least we got the Keston franchise favorites. That one's going to Josh. You got a Laureano Camo rookie out of Flagship? Wow. No, Rob, it was Razor Ramon, but yeah. That's I think that's got to be where it's from. He's oozing with machismo. Oh, that's a refractor. Soto refractor. Going to Robert T. Let's be honest. He's 34 years old. Now that that's out of the way. You can buy one written word from Ty Cobb. It's called a word from Ty Cobb. Wow. We got something in here. Something special. It's probably our auto. Oh, that's a sweet one. I love the power producer insert. And the Vladdy rookie, that's a nice one. That is nice. I mean, 95% of his weight is right here. That one's going to Dustin. That's a beauty. Okay. Cal Mitchell. The Pittsburgh Pirates future outfield all-star Cal Mitchell. Going to Jermaine. Congratulations. First time luck. Happens. First time in a break usually yields you something nice. And then another Rowdy. I don't know. That's probably our first Rowdy. But any Rowdy you get is like another Rowdy. That one's a refractor. Who's based? Ty Cobb. Used to say the N-word a lot. Yeah. I'm sure he did. That's not the only reason why I like him. All right, what do we got here? Jordan Adams, Future Foundations. Oh, and the Vladdy Refractor. It's a beauty. Let's get that one sleeved up. Dustin. No. Yeah, Dustin. That's a great question, Rob. Who's better, Rowdy, Jansen, or Baraki? Probably Rowdy. But people were high on Jansen last year to start the year. I was not impressed, personally, but, you know. There you go. David seems to think he's got that Jansen, a little bit of Jansen love. Rowdy better than Cedric? I think so. Let's give Rowdy a little bit of credit. Like that much. Sheffield, Bellinger, and Andrew Vaughn. Andrew Vaughn. The next, since we were talking about there is no the next, let's just ride this train the opposite way. Andrew Vaughn. The next, Mo Vaughn. No, how about the next Jim Thome? Ooh. Oh, how about that one? Is that a good one? Andrew Vaughn, the next Jim Thome? Oh, he's not nearly tall enough, is he? He's only 6 feet tall. Isn't Thome like 6'5"? He always struck me as a giant man. And a Senzel, rookie refractor. $1.99 sticker chat from Senior Tops. Thank you, my friend. That's very generous of you. And you like the groovy music. All right. I'm glad you like it. This is a little bit different. A little different mix today. Sports Kid says, call me a biased Nats fan, but I'm taking Reed over Tellez. Who's Reed? Rowdy Reed? Watching while inside the car wash. How do you get service in there? Do they have Wi-Fi at the car wash now? Every time I go through the car wash, everything just powers down. No radio, no internet, no nothing. It's like you entered into the Twilight Zone. Some kind of a strange time warp. Oh, a catcher for the Nats? Okay. Sean Reed Foley, yeah, we can't forget about him. Yeah, that Guerrero power card is awesome. I kind of want to put it on a stand because I like it so much. I think I will, because I can do whatever I want. Ha ha! Gretchen Witchmer will not tell me to not put a Vladdy Guerrero Jr. up on a stand, even though she wants to. Oh, there's something cool coming up after this. I think we got okay. I'm not going to give it away. But I think it's a real beauty. The next Cedric Mullins? Well, the next Cedric Mullins is probably Mendick. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. It's the Neophyte Atomic version Keston rookie. Oh, that's sweet. Hold on, I want to put this Clayton Claus back here so you can't see who it is. We got to admire this one first. Look at that one. It's the Atomic Neophyte. That thing's sweet. The Atomics aren't numbered, but man, does that look sharp with the blue. Look at that thing glisten. It looks like a sapphire card. Yeah, me and Brandon are on the same wavelength. Rob's blinded. Careful. That is a groovy card. Only 30 likes. Are you not entertained? We've got TJ Sycamore. The next Randy Johnson. Since we already said that there is no, since I did. This is the next Randy Johnson, mark my words. TJ Sycamore. He's got something interesting on his arm there. See that? Let me get it real close for you. I don't know what that is on his arm. It almost looks like one of those little tattoos that you can put on your arm, but it's probably like where he got cancer removed or something. Or maybe a real, yeah, that's got to be what it is. He can throw 100? Wow. Well, he's a lefty too. How about the next Aroldis Chapman, TJ Sycamore. 100-mile-per-hour lefty. Now I'm going to compare every single player to somebody else. Joey Gallo refractor. Let me take a sip of water. I'm overdoing it a little bit with the voice. There was a Piston in the 80s. Yeah. Yeah. What was his name? Something. Another Phil Hughes. I mean, he can be the next Phil Hughes when he has a ridiculous outlier season that he would never be able to repeat again. Like, if he ends up being just like an average player who has one outlier season that's really good and gets paid a lot of money and then doesn't live up to his contract, then TJ Sycamore could be the next Phil Hughes. Got a Riley Green. And Ozzy Albies. And a green wit. Man, we have been pulling wits left and right. The green wit to 99. And all the Tatis Future Foundation. Die cut. Just throw wit right on the ground here. Whoosh. And a Trey Turner refractor. Okay, we got lots of sleeving to do. Hold on. There we go. Look at that. Love it. We're filling up the stands with the Bowman's Best. You know, you guys were saying around the time that I was doing the best of 2019, you're like, don't forget about Bowman's Best. Because it was before Bowman's Best came out that I was doing it. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to probably skip over Bowman's Best. Turns out it's one of the best releases of the year. Not as far as ceiling value. Once again, it might not have made the top 10 list only because ceiling value isn't necessarily there. But overall value, you get a lot of value out of these boxes, which is why another reason why they keep going up in price. Chapman, the modern day Rivera. Yeah, but Rivera didn't have the heat like Chapman. And Chapman's a lefty. Got one more box. Sold your Joe Adell auto to 99 on a Bowman's Best. Yeah, I think I sold. What did I have? I think I had a green Andrew Vaughn that I sold. Green numbered Andrew Vaughn like this one. And it got me like $30, I think. 30, $35. So I was pretty happy with that. Besides Bowman products and update, name a product that always goes up. Well, there is no product that always goes up. Even Bowman doesn't always go up because there are years that, like, it might initially go up, right around release. Everything's so weird right now. That's why you can't say something always goes up or cards always go up. I mean, if you look historically, just take a short sample size of the last, 3 years. You can start in 2017, 18, and 19. I guess if you include this year, last 4 years. Before this nonsense thing that has happened, you could just say, well, cards always go up. Like wax. If you hold wax, it's going to go up. And that would hold pretty true for update especially and certain Bowman products. But before that, not a lot, there were some pretty barren years. You had the Mike Trout year, and then in between Mike Trout and Bellinger, there's this gap of not a whole lot going on there. So nothing always goes up. And even update doesn't always go up. 2019 update hasn't moved very much yet. And there's a reason for that. It will probably go up once some of those rookies that were first available in update start playing. They're in their first official I would consider this year their first official year. I guess it could be their second year. Depends on how the time works. I still don't know how that all works, how many games you need to be qualified as a rookie or whatever. But other than that, flagship stuff is starting to hold more value. Bowman stuff, but not necessarily Bowman's Best. The fact that this 2019 Bowman's Best has gone up significantly, I think, is a two-part factor of the supply and demand thing we already talked about, but also the fact that there are 3 parts. So the supply and demand, but all the good rookies, tons of good rookies, but not only that, tons of good prospects too. Lots of good prospects. So not every year you have a bunch of good prospects that end up making it. We don't know what the prospects are going to do. We do know what the rookies ended up doing. So the fact that you could even get your Keston rookie out of here along with the Tatis and Vlad and Alonso, there's a lot of factors why this stuff has gone up. But I don't have 2015 with the Bryant. Yeah, that was pretty good. 2012 had Harper, but what now? 2013 had Yelich, but 13 wasn't Yelich wasn't anything until 2 years ago he got the MVP, and then last year he was on his way to getting it. Even after he got the MVP, his cards were still not worth that much. And then after 2019, when he started crushing and it looked like he was going to get back-to-back MVPs, his card, the 2013 stuff and his cards, all of his cards started to skyrocket. So it takes more than just one MVP for your cards and the wax to go up usually. It kind of takes an MVP and then a follow-up year, some other year of amazing play too. Yeah, there's little things along the way. There are years that have certain players, but it's not it's not like it crazy skyrocketed the price of all this stuff. Look at 2018 update. Let's use that as the barometer as far as something just skyrocketing. The 2013, 14, 15 stuff hasn't really skyrocketed like that because who's out there paying top dollar for Bryce rookies, or even Yelich rookies, like Rendon, like all these guys, even Bryant. Bryant was super hot for a while, but now not so much. His rookies. Okay, we got an Austin Riley power producer, and the auto right off the bat. Let's do the quick flip. I don't think it's overpriced. I think it's underpriced. Here we go. Boom! Jake Bauers. Got the Jake Bauers. That one's going to Cleveland. Zach B. Yeah, I think once Tatis, Alonso, Vladdy, Eloy, Keston get to play again in their second year, that's when you'll really see Series 2 do the insane increase. It's expensive right now, don't get me wrong, but there will be a time when we look back at this conversation and go, we thought Series 2 was overpriced then. And a LeMahieu refractor. Because, when I was doing the value sheet and the production numbers for Series 2, they didn't produce that much of Series 2. So that's another factor you have to think about. Series 1 was... I can't remember the numbers on Series 1 because I don't value Series 1 as much at all. Because there's nobody except for Laser. A couple other maybe peripheral players. Okay, it looks like a purple. Ready? Oh, 2018 Series 2. Yeah, 2018 Series 2. Hold on, I'll get to it. I got something to say about that. It's a JD Martinez, purple to 250. Going to Chris K. It's a cool card. Okay. Who has to move? Nobody. We'll just put them right here. Okay, so 2018 Series 2. Let's talk about it for just a second. I got a reference source handy here that I will bust out. Just to illustrate my point. If I can find it in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, here we go. 2018 Topps. All right. Where did you go? Here we go, right here. Okay, 2018 Series 2. So let's start right around 350. So, what do you see? What do you see there? This is Series 2, right here. What you see is an Ohtani rookie. That's it. I mean, the Ohtani rookie's nice, but it doesn't warrant this crazy... Like, this is just base. Yes, just base. But you get to the bat down, and that card's crazy expensive. And there are some other variations. You can go to the variations. There's some other good stuff in there, for sure. Like, the Bryant sliding 200. Good luck getting $200 out of that. Acuna bat down. This says 400. And then you've got the Ohtani. So you're talking short prints is where the money's at in Series 2 and the Ohtani rookie. Now, typically for something to go crazy for an increase in price, you need some base cards to go up. Like, that's why Update went up so much, because there's some base cards in there that are crazy priced. You don't really have that with Series 2. So when you see the Series 2 prices, if you notice, they kind of steadily and slowly went up. It wasn't like this huge jump. Everybody was all about the bat down, but it didn't get out of control. It's still not out of control. It has gotten more expensive gradually, but you were still able to find Series 2 packs for a while. I mean, I picked up Series 2 packs from Walmart this year. So they were still available. It's not like 2018 update. And it's because of that, you know. How hard is it to pull a short print bat down? It's pretty freaking hard. So you almost, like, it has to go up in value because of the value of that bat down, but it's not going up in proportion to the price of the bat down because of the factors that I talked about. What's up, Dave? Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. I'll be doing a rundown here. Nothing too crazy, but we did get... What did we get? This one's pretty sweet. This is the Neophyte Sensation Atomic version. That's a pretty tough pull. I actually want to look that up. We got a Witt auto. Got a Tatis rated rookie. The Vlad Power Producers. Got this blue Ozzy. That's a cool card, the blue one. And then we've got another auto out of here, or two. Yeah, and then not only that, you got to get a PSA 10 for it to be crazy. All right, Floyd, take it easy. I'll let you know when that package comes. Yeah, we got a Bowers and a Sycamore. You love Bowman's Best? Yeah, I like it a lot. It's grown on me, especially when you compare it to everything else. Like, for a while there, you could get a box of this for about, what, 120, 130 bucks? Probably like 125, 130 bucks. I think I remember it being 120 right when it came out. Now I think it's got to be like 200 bucks or something now. And then when you compare it, you get 4 autos out of here for that price. It's like you could get a jumbo flagship and only get 1 auto out of that thing for a similar price. Like 2020 Series 1 jumbo is like 170 bucks. And these are probably 170 to 200 bucks. You get 4 autos out of here. An auto's an auto. No matter if it's a Panini or whatever it's on, if you get a baseball player or any player's autograph on a piece of newspaper or a napkin, it's still that player's auto and it still has some kind of value if it's legit. Not only are these legit, but they're certified. You don't even have to prove it. It's a certified autograph. Got a Choi auto. Nice. We got a nice little pack here. There's one of my underrated players, Brandon Lau. He's really good. I'm going to draft him in my fantasy league this year, and nobody's even going to... They're going to be like, who? I'll laugh all the way to the bank. There we go. Got an auto. Flipping. Ready? Boom! Alex Manoah. So the autos have not been the greatest out of here. Bowers, Manoah, Sycamore, and Cal Mitchell. Who knows? Cal Mitchell might end up being the best player to ever live. And Sycamore, as we already have talked about, is the next Randy Johnson. So maybe they aren't as bad as we think. Oh, that's a refractor too. Okay, so that's a refractor auto. Dustin. Crushing. Yeah, Manoah. Yep, but you know what they say. If it's a pitcher, I want nothing to do with it. You know, everybody says that. Or is that just me? Oh, yeah, that one? I know. If that would have been an auto. Whoa. Yeah, we have to look that up, too, to see how rare the Atomic... Oh, what? There's no odds on the back of these? Where are the odds? Oh, here they are. We'll do that afterwards. Let's get to the good stuff. Got a Kyle Tucker rookie. Mauricio, yeah. I hope he crushes. Got another atomic. Sixto Sanchez. Going to the Marlins. Jermaine. That is a thick card. Thicky. I'll put him with the other atomic. And a Mookie refractor. Ted Williams used to say the dumbest guy in the ballpark was the pitcher. Really? I would think the catcher's the smartest guy and the pitcher's like the second smartest guy. If you're a pitcher, you gotta be able to outsmart the batter. Like watching those Trevor Bauer breakdowns where he's like in a chess match with the hitter. Maybe that's what separates like a really good pitcher from an average pitcher. Lodolo, top prospect out of last year's draft, top pitching prospect. And a Glaber refractor. Yeah, I love those Bauer breakdowns when he talks about like what's going through his head when he's pitching and what he's thinking about, how he's trying to get him out. Because it's game theory. It's game theory in its purest form. It's like, this is what I'm the best at. This is what he's the best at. He knows what I'm best at. And he knows that I know what he's best at. And it's like, you just keep playing that game. Well, he knows that I know that he knows. And then he knows that I know that he knows that I know. And it's the same with poker. Like, he thinks that I think that he thinks that I know that he knows that. And it's just, you could get caught up in that loop. And then it can make you a horrible pitcher because you're just thinking too much about that stuff. But you have to think about it a little bit. It's like he thinks I'm going to pitch him inside, so I'm going to pitch him outside. But he's actually a better outside hitter. So should I pitch to his strength just because he thinks that I'm going to pitch inside to him? That's the beauty of the game right there. All right, we got to look at it. What did I do? I just threw that there. We got to look at these odds. This is my favorite part. Okay, atomic. So that is the Neophyte atomic. Here we go. 1 out of 193 packs for the Neophyte atomic. It's not bad. It's a pretty rare one. And then the Neophyte auto is 1 out of 499. So it's about $200. Yeah, okay. All right, let's look at our bounty. Got the Jake Bowers, the Manoah refractor, purple JD, Sycamore auto, Cal Mitchell auto, Roberts opening day SP, his true rookie. Not in my head. Not in my head. I don't know what his true rookie is going to be. I think his true rookie will probably be Series 2. But that's just my opinion. Everybody's got their own opinion on people's true rookies and things like that. But I think when it comes out for Series 2, that'll be the one that people want. Like, last year, I thought that the Topps Finest, like the first cards that came out for those rookies from Topps Finest last year, like I thought that those were going to be the ones that everybody wanted because they're the first like official rookie cards. Turns out people don't really care that much. I mean, they're still awesome cards, but got the Tatis Future Foundations. And then there's the 2 atomics. I thought you were only supposed to get 1 atomic, but could be wrong about that. The Billy Williams numbered to 299. Yeah, and then once Chrome comes out, the Chrome Robert will be even more desirable. Got the Doc Gooden stamp, the 150 stamp to 150. That's pretty groovy. I like that one. He looks awesome there. The blue. Yeah, I mean, but that's not his rookie. He was just talking about his official rookie, Brandon. The 2018 Bowman Chrome Robert that's the card. That'll probably, like, that card will hold the highest ceiling price value. Usually, at least they usually do. Especially like the parallel version of that, parallel auto, whatever. I don't know if there's an auto of it, but got the Yaz. I don't own that card. I'm gonna have to get it somehow. I almost bought a box of 2018 Bowman Chrome the other day just so I could try to pull it, but then I thought to myself, the box is, I don't know how much. It was a lot. It was out of my price range. $250. I'm like, why don't I just buy the card? You can probably get it for like $20. Tatis. You got one out at PSA right now? Sweet. How'd you get that one, Dave? Did you buy a single or did you get it out of a pack? The Yaz is not numbered. Got the Beebs. You pulled it? That's awesome, dude. Did you pull it at the time, like when they came out, and did you know that he was anything at the time? Or was that just kind of in the pile with the rest of the firsts? Yeah, he is in the mega boxes too. You can get his mega box. Oh, is it regular Bowman? I thought it was Bowman Chrome. Who are you talking about? Me, Mark? I didn't see what you said. If you said something. You'll have to type it again, Mark. I can't see it in the chat if you said something to me, or I don't know if you're talking to somebody else. Wit, and then last but not least, the Wit. I know I hate not seeing everybody's chat. I know it's impossible for me to do, but I really feel bad if I miss someone's chat, and there's no way I can see them all. It's impossible. But I try. I don't ignore anybody. I try to respond to everything I see. Well, that was fun. What do you say we look at these Devers cards again that I got? Because I want to look at them. The Devers display. I wasn't collecting when these cards came out, so I don't know a lot about them. I just knew that I had to have a Devers first. What did you get, Mark? Did you get a cool card that I didn't see? Can you say something about? Mark, okay, here. Dave says, Mark asked if you saw the Wander. No, I didn't. When was that? Did you do it during a stream the other night or something? Oh, Leaf Metal Draft. Wow. Oh, you redeemed it and it came back as a 101. Holy cow. That is sick. How many 101s do I own? 2. Kendall Williams 101 and a Brendan Rodgers 101. Any idea when Bowman drops? No, but, well, yeah, May. I know that's not good. That's not a good answer, but that's what they said. May. So what I expect will happen is May 1st or 3rd or whenever these Bowman first edition packs, they'll ship those out, and then probably a couple weeks later. Because everything's supposed to be open, not everything. A lot of things are opening back up in May, so they got to get in there. I have a feeling that most of it's already like on pallets, ready to go. I think I heard that somewhere. So it's just going to be a matter of like tying up all the loose ends and then distributing them. So it shouldn't be crazy. I'm hoping in the first half of May. I don't know though. Brendan Rodgers, yeah, I don't like Brendan Rodgers. I'm such a weird. I don't like Brendan Rodgers because he's got that card where he's bunting, and it's not just because of that card. It's because I pulled that card. Hold on, let me set these up. I got to show you it because I saw it the other day. And I was like, I gotta show the guys this one again. I know you've seen it before. Maybe not everybody's seen it though. Hold on. Sorry about blinding you there. There. I can't stand when there's a... There. Here it is. Ha-ha! This one. It's a sweet card. I bought a box of Topps Chrome, like a jumbo. And I got this card out of it. And he's bunting. I know Tatis has a card where he's bunting. I don't care about that. But I do care that I pulled a sweet parallel auto, and it's Brendan Rodgers bunting. Wah, wah. But I also found this one in the collection. Al Kaline auto, 2 of 3. Which is probably why I've got a little sweet spot in my heart for Diamond Kings. Because of this. This was one of the first boxes I bought when I got back into the game. 2018 Diamond Kings. Yeah, this is Chrome auto. I don't know. I'm just holding on to it, hoping he really does well, and then it'll be worth something someday. I mean, he actually didn't do that bad, did he? 17 homers, 268, 426 ABs. It's not that bad. It's not. What's his WAR? That's what I need to know. He's too old, though. He's like the same as Pete, 24-year-old rookie. Or 23, I guess he's 24 now, maybe. In August, he'll be 24. He's not that old. Was that the minors? Oh, it is the minors. Okay. Yeah, he must suck then. Trevor Story, already at shortstop. That's your main issue with Rodgers. I hear ya. My main issue is him bunting. Nobody bunts anymore. You pulled a 1 out of 7 Griffey from Diamond Kings. Sweet. Yeah, Diamond Kings is loaded. It's pretty loaded, guys. I want to get a bunch of it and do breaks when it comes out because it's affordable and you get guaranteed autos, and I like the product. The Devers, I got all of them for like $25, I think. It was a lot. It was either 20 or 25. I can't remember. Or yeah, 20 or 25. I think it was 20. 25. I can look. Hold on. Let me look it up. I got eBay right here. I can just look it up. There we go. How much did I pay? I paid $28 for the whole lot. I don't like, what is this all about? It's the Asia refractor. It's not even a refractor. The Asia version, the Asia paper. I don't know, it looks special to me. But I really like the ice. I'm a sucker for shiny. And can't go wrong with the refractor. Of course, the paper and the chrome, and they look to be centered and in good condition. So I'll probably send away. I might send them all away to get graded. I'll have to look at them under a microscope or a magnifying glass or something to make sure there's no scratches. But like, this is the one I was concerned about. Asia release or something. Yeah, I've seen them around, but I just. Let's get a good look at this. It looks pretty good. There's not any noticeable surface scratches, like bad ones or anything. Centering, pretty good. Top, well, there to there is off a little, but not that bad. It's not perfect centered. It probably wouldn't be a 10, but I don't know. You can get a fresh sleeve and a fresh case for it. That's got scratches all over it. Yeah, the condition I hope is good. That's always the thing when you buy raw cards on eBay. Like if you're not going to get them graded or anything, it doesn't really matter. Which, you know, but you don't want to get ripped off by getting like a one that's all scratched up or something. Like you can tell on these cards the centering, but you can't always tell if the surface is scratched up. Like looking at this again, the top to bottom centering is not perfect, but I don't think it's enough to knock it below a 9. It's probably a 9. I'll take it. I don't know about this one. Let's have a look at this one. Hopefully this one's better because the centering looks better on this one. Put the light on there. There's a little something here. I don't know if that's a... yeah, this one's not that great. There's a little something right up there. Centering's better though. There's a couple little marks on this one. Definitely not perfect, but you get what you pay for. These ones are just for my collection, so I'm not really concerned about the grading too much. It was just if I am going to get them graded, I want it to be a potential, the potential to get a 10. It's kind of pointless to send a card away if you don't think that there's a shot at getting a 10 out of it. 9s are good, but 9s don't hold like a ton more value than a raw card that looks good. Usually like an 8 and a raw card are about equivalent. So you definitely don't want to get an 8 because you just paid for nothing. Dave says, so it looks like a lot of the big dogs in the card community have abruptly switched to SGC. Really? I'll have to check that out. Who are you talking about, Dave, so I can watch their video? Oh, it's because SGC is still open, says Brian. Well, yeah, well done. You never see, I mean, not never, you rarely see 10s out of the Beckett grading, but 10s through PSA are not rare. I mean, it's relative. They're not as rare. A 10 and a PSA is on the same level as a 9.5 through Beckett. Oh, Filmington? I haven't seen any, dude. I haven't seen any of his stuff pop up in my feed. Usually that's, you guys know how it works on YouTube. Like, you kind of browse your feed to see what shows up, and that tends to be what you watch. I haven't seen any of his videos pop up on my feed. I'll have to go to his channel and see what's going on with that. I haven't seen any new videos. I just assumed he wasn't making any videos lately. But yeah, Filmington knows what's up. That's where I got this. I got that from Filmington, and that. That's the rainbow. It's the Otani rookie update. Matthew asks, Soto Gold Rookie from 18 update. Save or sell? Well, is it graded? Because you should probably send it away to get graded. Because there will be a big chunk of profit that you'll lose by not doing that. And then I don't, like, I'm not up to date on like Soto's pricing, how it's going up and down. I don't really know. I guess it depends on what you're comfortable with getting. You can always just put it on eBay for whatever price you want and put a best offer on there. People are willing to pay for it, then rock out. It also depends on if you love that card and you want to keep it, or if you're looking to acquire it in the future. I personally think he's a 35-year-old man and he lied about his age, but I love him, but I think he's 35 years old. He's one of my favorite players. Your friend bought a SGC 10 Jordan and saw a small pockmark on the surface. Really? Well, I don't know. Maybe their standards are not as high, or maybe it just slipped them by. Who knows? Rob says he sent his Soto Gold to PSA back in early March. Probably won't see it until 2021 at this point. Yeah, I know, man. I sent off all my stuff. I kind of assume I'm never going to see him again. I'm sure I will, but that way I don't think about it all the time, because I don't want to think about it every day, because I sent some of my favorite cards away. I just don't want to think about them. SGC has amazing graders, and BMAC thought SGC was the toughest on grading. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about SGC. Dave is the go-to guy for SGC knowledge. Did I see the Vintage Card Curators video on the Only Tens Club? No, I did not. Yeah, I wouldn't go with SGC at this point, because when I see an SGC card, I don't want to buy it. It's just a mental block for me. I don't know. Like, PSA is kind of the one I like, even for new cards. So when I see an SGC, my mind says, that's not even real. Even though I'm sure it's just fine. Let me see if I have an SGC in here. I might. No. Here are the 3 different kinds of slabs that I have. got the PSA, the GMA, which looks really cheap, and the BCCG. These two I don't like at all. This I love. So it's just, a lot of it's personal preference and taste. I could probably be swayed because just a few months ago I didn't like slabbed cards at all. BCCG is your least favorite. Yeah, I don't like it. It's so cheap looking. Like, I don't like seeing serrated edges where they just like ripped, like they just like tore it away from a master sheet. It looks so cheap. Like, at least PSA, they don't, there's no serrated edges. The BCCG, there's serrated edges, and the GMA, it's just obvious. It looks horrible. Like, if it was all black around the edges, that'd be different and it would look a little bit better. But I like how PSA has like a hologram almost. It just looks special. Like they put a little bit of effort into it. This looks like they put little to no effort, and this looks like they put no effort into it. Like, what are you thinking? It's just a plain white. I don't even know if it's a sticker. I mean, they've changed and it's better and all that, but what is this? I didn't even notice this on the back. Super Sports Investments. So, I don't know. This is my 2 cents. Oh, all right, boys. Oh, yeah, one last thing I wanted to tell everybody about. I'm going to be on Deafness's live stream on Friday. He's doing a 24-hour stream. I'm going to be on the show about 9 o'clock, and we're going to hang out and crush. So everybody should tune into that. Check that out. Deafness is awesome. Great guy. Great for the community. Motivator. And just an all-around crusher. So, yeah, check that out. And tomorrow, we're breaking and we're auctioning. 2 amazing things are going to happen. I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you all later.